Halito, my name is Karissa Hodge. I am president of Missing Murdered Indigenous Women, and I'm with Stephanie, which is Mahyia Felix's mother. I first want to say thank you to Rachel Youngman and Native Chalk Talk for allowing us to have some space on her platform. Without this opportunity, we would not be able to get the help that this family deserves. So this case is a little bit different, and the reason why we wanted to make sure that we got as much media attention as possible as fast as we could is because this is believed to be a insurance fraud facility. We found about 6 open claims on this particular owner of this facility that are open in California, and she is seeking some help to find her daughter. So, Miss Stephanie, would you like to share about Mahyia now?
Hi. We've been trying to locate her since about really started the 6th, but we were not aware that it could have possibly actually been since about the 2nd, and she only got there on the 1st late that night. We haven't heard anything from her besides when she called on the 2nd. There were pictures posted to her Facebook account on the 6th, but her phone stopped receiving any messages. They weren't being delivered, so I called, and her phone has actually been disconnected. So I was able to see in her phone account that the last time her phone was used was on the 2nd at 4:30. When she called, it was about 4 o'clock here on the 2nd when she called and spoke with her aunt. And I just don't understand, if she had her phone, why she wouldn't have used her phone to call us. And if she didn't have her phone, who has it? Other than that, it's not really likely of her to not have contacted anybody. She hasn't been in her Instagram or anything like that. Her Facebook was deactivated from like being linked to her Instagram account. So I can't see in there anymore, but I don't know. I just want to find her. I just want some answers. I've tried calling the rehab or detox that she went to, and they said she checked herself out, that she left once, and then they said she came back and then waited 24 hours, came back and got her stuff. We were told that she got on a plane and was coming back home. I believe we called the LAPD and they went to check it out. They said it looks to be a shady rehab and that they've worked rehabs for, and none of them are ran like that. They said that she left with some guy off of Facebook, but previously we were told that she left on a plane back. And her case manager had messaged at 2:30 in the morning saying she was safe, secure, and she loved us, and she was sorry for today, for that day when she left and walked to that Taco Bell. So we messaged him asking if she was still there after the 6th when we seen the pictures of her on the beach, and he said he was no longer there. He had no more information for us. And then when the officers inquired about him, they were told that they didn't even know who that was. And then we were told that he does work there. So I'm just confused as why there's different stories going on. I've gotten some information as to some of these facilities and the person that owns them, in like body brokering and sex trafficking, human trafficking. I believe that she very well is in that circle of that. I think also at the same time it could be a little bit more for her because of the relationship with this lady that helped book her flight and get her in the treatment facility. Her boyfriend recently passed away, and I know she was just going through it, and all of a sudden she finally decided to go to rehab, and now we haven't heard from her. I don't know what else.
I think it's important to, we can name the facility. The facility is called ALMA Detox Center in California, LA. They did pay for her plane ticket from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it is public record that the owner of this facility is in to removing bodies from facility to facility, and the claim is that they are fraudulently billing different insurance companies. And when I looked at the legal document, correct me if I'm wrong, Stephanie, but didn't it say that it was kind of like a drug shack instead of a detox center?
Yeah.
So it did state that on the court docket. So those are open cases that were just filed against him on the 27th of November of this year. So that's important to know as well.
Yes, that's been going on for a while. Like, I think it said 21, I think is really when it started with him, with the Nathan Young, the owner of this facility. He has numerous facilities, and not just in California. He has them in other places, as other states as well. And he like networks with other owners that do the same thing. So I'm just, it's kind of crazy that you hear about it, but you don't really look into it or think much about it because it's not really going on around you or with you, or you, I don't know. And for it to actually be something that's truly going on and how serious it is unreal. It's crazy to me. And I just hope that my daughter is still out there somewhere. I hope that she's okay and that we find her soon, because they're not being very cooperative as far as like trying to talk to us or tell us. And you know, they can say that, yeah, she went to rehab and she left and she signed herself out, or she's out on the streets, or she's getting, whatever the situation may be. She still hasn't contacted us, and that's not like her. She may not, you know, call for a couple of days, but she calls somebody, or she gets on social media. She likes to be on social media. She uses different platforms, and she hasn't been on anything. And I don't understand why her phone was disconnected and who did it and why. I kind of believe that she called on that second to talk or to tell us. She said she freaked out and she messed up, I guess, and then she left, not by the police, but she got picked up from somebody, which we're still trying to figure out who that was. But I don't know what to think right now. Her boyfriend's mom is supposed to be out there too. They were supposed to go together, and they ended up not. She ended up going the day after her, supposedly. If she's truly in the other detox facility, I don't know. I have found that she had a Facebook profile with the same name as Mahyia's case manager, which I found odd because I went to school with this girl. I've never heard of her having that name ever. And then it just popped up in my daughter's dad's feed of people you may know. And I also got some information on her working for Nathan Young, or aka Pablo Lopez. So that's all things that make me worried. I feel like she intentionally got her out there to put her in this little scandal of insurance fraud claims and the body brokering and trafficking and everything. So I think she blames my daughter for her son's death, which he overdosed. yeah, they used together, you know, but Mahyia loved him and he loved her, and uh, it's not her fault. You know, everybody goes through a time in life, something that they don't like. And I mean, they both tried, you know, to get clean, and he had just went to detox, and he came home and he used and he overdosed. So that's why Mahyia finally decided to go, and she thought she was going to go somewhere and get better. And I was so proud of her. And now there's no telling what's going on. But the drug den things is like they sober you up and then they put you in a sober living house where there's drugs, and it's a trap house basically. And then you end up using again. So he cycles you back to the treatment facility so he can get paid again for you, or he moves you facilities. And that's how these people are just getting stuck out there or disappearing. I mean, they get themselves so caught up in debt or the drug use that they have to depend on them to survive, or they kind of just hide them. And so it's just like they disappear when they're still really around. It's just they have no contact with anybody. They won't let them use the phone. So I don't know. I just I'm been posting everything everywhere, and I asked for just any information on her. If anybody's seen her, to please contact us. I just need to know that she's okay, that she's still out there somewhere.
Yes, so Mahyia is just again, she is 19 years old. She is a member of the Muskogee-Creek Nation. Her family is really, you know, they really just want to know she is safe. MMIW-Chahta is going to fly them out there to do some boots on the ground searching for their daughter, because LA is a big place. If you do have any information, please do contact the LA police. And what was the other police station? Do you remember?
The division that we
Yes.
talked to.
Yes.
It's the Wilshire division.
Wilshire, yes.
Yeah.
Contact them. You can contact us. You can contact her parents. We do have some people that are going to be helping once they get there, search and pass out flyers in different areas. And we are trying to get this case recognized by the FBI as well. So if you know anything, please come forward so you don't get in any more trouble than you already could be. Any kind of information to help this young girl get home safe, we appreciate. And Stephanie, do you want to share anything about your daughter, just about who she is and what kind of person she is?
She's always been kind of quiet. I mean, she's always been caring. She gets anxiety really bad. And she battles depression, or, you know, sometimes she has her ups and her downs, but she's like an old soul, you know. Just recently we started down this path, and it happened so fast. I was like, dang, how did we get here like so fast? Like usually I feel like it takes people a lot longer to get there, but with her drug of choice, I think it just happened so much faster. And you know, she still is just such a baby. She'll always be my baby, but she has her whole life ahead of her, you know. And I know she's hurting over losing her boyfriend, because they were together like every day for like 2 years. Like he just tried to make sure she's okay, and they were just together, you know. And I know she's hurting for him, and it just it makes me hurt for her, because I know like the person that she is and how she just wants to love somebody and then love her, you know. And she has two little ferrets that she had for some years, you know. Well, she had three, now she has two. But I mean, she loves animals. I mean, she's always was just having fun, or in her room listening to music or something, you know. She's into like the zodiac stuff and like different crystals and stuff like that. She's always just been kind of like just interested in learning different things, and like I just want to see her again and see her be able to do whatever it is that she wants, because I do believe once we find her, there's going to be some things that she's going to have to deal with and work through, I'm sure. But I want to see her happy again, and I want to see her, and I don't want to see her battling this addiction and being, you know, down on herself or for whatever may be going on with her right now, because it's not her fault. I wished as a mother I would have been the one to set all this up, and had I been, this may or may not have been happening as likely, I don't think, because I don't know. I mean, you can't know that when you send your child to rehab that it's involved in, you know, this stuff. But I feel like she was intentionally put there, and I just want to see her little pretty face again. So.
Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing with us who she is and sharing her story. And if you're listening to this, please share this, say some prayers for the family. And mainly, we just want to bring attention to this because I know as a mom, you're not going to stop until you find her. And sometimes we need a little help allowing that time and away from your other family and off work and things like that. So I want to make sure that people know her story and are pulling together as a community to help you guys bring her home. Tulsa isn't very far away from us. Oklahoma is not that big when you talk about community. And as a Native community, I feel like we should all support you and your family in this time. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end this and give Rachel back her time?
I just wanted to say thanks for letting us air on your platform, and for all your help and just everything that you guys are doing for us to help us, and everyone else out there that's been the messages that we've received and phone calls and just tidbits of information here and there. I mean, it goes a long way, and it helps, especially in a situation like this. Something is better than nothing. So we just want to let everyone know that we really do appreciate everyone's help and donations for us being out there and helping us get out there and to look for her, and just we really appreciate it. And if it wasn't for a lot of the help that we're getting, we may not be able to have done it. And just thank you guys.